Well, thank you everyone for coming to this talk on AI at this show. I hope the show is going very well for you as it has been for us. And Today I'm the CEO of Lunagen, and Lunagen is building AI solutions for companies and AI-based products. And I'm talking about the fact that AI is here now, and frankly, doing nothing at this stage is not an option because AI is either going to put you at a competitive advantage or at a disadvantage, but doing nothing is not an option. And I will show you three or four examples of how it might inspire you to think about applications in your world. And so AI is inevitable. It is here now and it is growing rapidly. And if you're a small company, you need to move faster. If you're a large company, then you're already moving ahead. So AI is enhancing decision-making process because it is giving you the ability to choose A, B options or look ahead, look from past data, and giving you a lot of information there. You can analyze trends based on past and predict the future or where are the opportunities lying. This was not available or hard to do in the past, but now you can do it in real time. And of course, you have to make the decision whether the data you got is correct or whether you can, take advantage of these opportunities. But it can identify things for you, and of course, it can automate the routine tasks for efficiency, which means more profitability, less cost, all the usual things. But just a quick introduction to AI. When we talk about AI agents, these are autonomous programs, which means they're independently acting programs that can understand, decide, and act to accomplish specific goals. Understand what you want, decide, and give you feedback. And if you want, they can act upon those tasks. And there are three types of ways of looking at AI agents. There are functional AI agents, like customer service, sales, HR tasks. There are vertical agents, like in medical care, finance, manufacturing, legal. And there are technical agents that write code. So today I'm going to focus more on the functional and vertical agents. Or as a matter of fact, we use technical agents, but uh, from your point of view, you're getting a functional agent or a vertical agent, or that's your experience that you're dealing with in AI. But at Lunagen, we are a technology development company, but we don't build AI technology for the sake of technology. We solve business problems. And there are lots of problems, but we solve problems with our customers who come across to us as subject matter experts. And then we solve the problem for them with AI technology that we can enable. So today I'm going to show you four case studies, a medical transcription uh, project or product that we built, a legal case analysis product, an HR product, and a data analytics product that we have built. In the medical case, let's start with that. The problem that was described to us by a subject matter expert is, as a physician, I feel burnt out. I don't have enough time. I have to work extra unpaid hours to do all the administrative charting and note taking. And because of that, it takes away time from me and my family uh, that I feel bad about. And on the other hand, the patient also feels that when I go to see my doctor, they're only looking at the computer and talking to me uh, as well. But I'd like to spend more time with my doctor. And then I'd like to walk away feeling that I got all the information I need and for my future visits and all that. So this is a problem in the industry. I think as most of us go to doctors, we would agree that we experience that too. But I didn't know the physicians had this problem. So the opportunity that came to us was that what if we could build a product that will give the physician the ability to walk into the patient's room and have a real good conversation, eye to eye, looking at each other. They can get advice on diagnostics and treatment recommendations. Because let's face it, doctors are very well trained, but they're not walking on water. They just came from one meeting to another meeting. There's a lot of context switching going on in their mind, and that creates a lot of load on their mind, cognitive load. Uh, so they want some help like that. And I want to be able to place orders verbally, not have to write everything down. And when I'm done, I see the patient. My notes are already completed, so I can go see the next patient or grab a cup of coffee and continue my day. And at the end of the day, also, I can go home and have a good work life balance. So we built Stellicare. It's an AI enabled solution that uses the audio conversation between the doctor and the patient, automatically records it, and while they are talking to each other nicely, discovering the illness and all that, the notes and charts are being created automatically. These screens show you that at the top you see that there is a appointment which is ongoing. At the bottom you see live transcription recording going on, and then the doctor can get medical alerts saying, hey, you ought to look at this, or uh, quick notes can be said, is the summary good enough, or diagnostic suggestions, assessments, and plans that the doctor can share with the patient. So these are all requirements that the doctors have in their administrative work. But at the end, we are saving the doctor 2 hours a day. For a doctor who earns $200 an hour, that's $400 a day of saving, if you want to look at it that way, or 2 hours given back to their personal life. That's one solution. In the legal case, we also had a similar decision. The problem was in the personal injury space, there is a defense attorney and a plaintiff attorney that have to figure out, either at court or outside court, how to settle a case for a particular accident that might have happened and a claim has been made by the plaintiff. So they want accurate analytics of the what happened, when it happened, the chronology of all the events. Both sides need it. And that thing is called medical chronology, not to be mistaken with the previous medical thing, but it is after all, an accident happened. So there is medical issues there. So that's called medical chronology. And sometimes there are thousands of PDF documents and photographs that they have to analyze and read to figure out the nuggets of information they need to defend the case or fight the case. This is done manually with the help of paralegals and people like that. It becomes very expensive, time consuming more than anything else. So the problem is that it would be nice if the attorneys could get this information quickly, and if AI can help them even find the inconsistencies and uh, fill in the arguments to win the case, like recommendations, it would be very good. And it will increase their productivity, which means they can handle more cases. So we built Stelly again, AI enabled medical chronology for personal injury cases. Now, here you see that on the left, there is a screen says that you can upload files into Stelly software and analyze these files. So now I'm showing you 3 files, but there could be 1,000 files that get uploaded. Because when you get the information back, like in Netflix, they show you, they walk in with 10 boxes and say, go at it, read it. So now that's really what's happening here. So you load all these documents in and then turn it on, and AI immediately goes to work at it and looks for missing documents, looks for some billing information, because obviously some claim is related to an injury and loss of income and all these things. So all these missing information is collected. Even recommendations are made. And finally, at the end, out of those 5,000 pages or whatever it is, you can end up getting what is called a medical chronology in a PDF made with Stellicare, okay, Stelly sorry. So here we are. And of course, you see one of 4 pages because I only had 3 documents here. But this could be one of 100 pages. And then we can even shrink it more. We can analyze it further. But I just tell you that this is saving the attorneys a lot of time and giving them a lot of visibility and knowledge to fight their cases. but this was a problem and solved at Stellilo. Now, let me talk to you about a problem in HR. At this show, I've been meeting a lot of HR consultants, surprisingly, but it's been great for me to meet these HR consultants. But here's the problem that was stated to me by a subject matter expert, an HR expert, who said, look, in the only in the area of onboarding new employees, there's a lot of friction. And this friction disappoints the employee who's not even joined the company. And this friction can create work overload for us because it's all time critical. And at sometimes we are, onboarding 10 employees, in a day. So I want to delight my new employees so that they come in feeling very welcomed on the day they come, because statistically it shows that if people are not happy about uh, coming on the first day to work, they may have this opinion that I made a mistake and the first next good offer I get, I will leave this company in 1 or 2 months. That's not what you want to have happen as an HR company, HR manager. And you want to generate reports and track the progress of everything without having to do it manually. And even as an employee side, it is the same thing, which is I want to feel good about the job I took. I want to get reminders. I don't have to, uh, I need to know what documents I need, and I want all my questions answered and all that. So AI is perfect for this. So we built a solution called Astra HR, uh, and it's an onboarding application. It automates all the communication between the employee and the company they're going to join, or between the HR manager, even between their hiring manager or a buddy that's been assigned to them. It manages all the documents. It allocates all the resources for new hires, saying, get a computer. We've covered 3 cases already, but now let me check the time. Okay, yeah, we have a few more minutes. I can cover this quite well too. So my fourth use case is data analytics. This is a wide area, uh, a very broad use case, but the problem is the same, which is that when you have data, you have the opportunity to analyze it and take advantage of that data. Of course, the data has to be clean and all that stuff, but uh, at the end, what's happening now in the industry is that data analysts are employed at companies to do deep analysis of data, and they write reports for their executives, CEOs, vice presidents, various departments. But what in reality happens is that you can't keep hiring data analysts for every department or every manager. So, as a business manager, not as a data analyst, but as a business manager, where you consume this information, you could be sitting at a remote location, maybe at a Starbucks, or in the lobby of your customer meeting, or at a vendor, and you need real time analytics at that time if possible, because the data you have with you is maybe 2 days old, 3 days old, a week old. So wouldn't it be nice if you had that information right now, anytime, anywhere? This is a problem because if you call your analyst at that time, they can obviously do it, but they may say that, look, you should have told me yesterday, or it'll take me a day because I've got 10 other things to take care of right now. Practical problem. So, as a business manager, you're a little bit behind the 8 ball, you're a little frustrated. And obviously, you are not an analyst who can write SQL queries. So you're at the mercy of the analyst, or you would like to say that, why can't I just, like ChatGPT, why can't I just ask the question from my data and get the answer? And then I want charts and graphs and all that, so I can show it to my customer, whoever I'm collaborating with. This is a wide problem, and AI is perfect fit for that. Even before AI, there were tools that allowed you to do that, but now with AI, it's just phenomenal. But if you look at the opportunity, and I'm just inspiring you to think, if you're a content company, you have a lot of digital content, you need to figure out how to use those assets. If you're a financial institution, you can understand how much data you would have. A restaurant chain, let's say the chain of restaurants that makes pizza, you know, Papa John's or somebody like that, okay? But there's so many locations, and it's Monday Night Football coming up, and they want to know how much pepperoni should we order versus sausage or vegetarian pizzas. This is a very timely, critical problem. I faced this 5 years ago in a question posed by a restaurant chain to me. Today, if you need that information, you can't wait for an analyst to tell you I'll give the answer Tuesday, because the Monday night football is on Monday. You can't negotiate that. Telecom players, major telecom communications need to know, analyze data. Where should we put the next cell tower? Where is the failure taking place? And logistics companies need to know the transportation issues and the delivery issues. All of that is data, data, data. And as a business manager, you want that analyzed. So, to that end, we built a wonderful solution that is being accepted well in the market. It's called Orca Sheets. Orca Sheets, as you can see, the logo shows it's a whale. Well, why a whale? It's a whale of data in an ocean. Okay, and we use the word data lakes, so that's why that logo comes in. But the idea here is that not like an Excel spreadsheet of 10,000 rows. I mean, 10,000 rows is a lot, but uh, but millions of rows of data, billions with a B rows of data have to be analyzed, and you cannot do it with Excel. So that's why you need analysts back there in the back office. But imagine if with Orca Sheets, what's happening is that data comes to you as a CSV file onto your PC, and on your PC is data, Orca Sheets running. Now, right on your desktop at a Starbucks or in the lobby, you can analyze that information immediately and not even write an SQL line. You can query it like a chat GPT or a conversational agent, okay, which we have built on top of that, which you can see here on the screen. So you ask questions, you get the answers. As you ask questions, you say, chart it for me. It creates a chart, pie chart, bar graphs, whatever you want. It'll make charts so you can collaborate. But imagine the speed at which this can be done in millions of rows without like an Excel blowing up on you or you having to do that kind of work. So this Orca Sheet is for the business managers, and it is a tool that sits on your desktop like an application, uh, and you can go at it, analyze any data you can bring in from your data source. We can talk about this at length, but I'm very excited about this product. So in essence, this is also a major application for AI that we have developed. So at the end, as I summarize, AI is inevitable, as I said earlier, and AI enables a number of benefits to your organization. It enhances your decision-making process. A lot of that cognitive stuff, detailed analysis now lifted from your shoulders, and you can just make the decisions based on the information you get. And ask the question, you'll get some answer, and you decide if it's right or wrong. You can anticipate the opportunities, analyze the trends, how much more to buy, how much more to invest in, where the markets are, all of that stuff. And of course, automate a lot of the routine tasks that uh, I showed you before for increasing your efficiency. So obviously, yes, one can say, oh, this is about eliminating jobs and things like that. Not at all. It could be, but the reality is it's to increase your profitability, increase your ability to do well in your business. And if that means you have to use AI technology, then your competitors are using it. You have to use it. Let's face it. Okay. So I want you to know that this is not going to go away, but I also want you to know that don't try to do it yourself. Use tools and solutions and software that is available in the market, and let us provide you those products and build them for you, but provide you as software products that you can use. So, in summary, I would say that look, thank you so much for sitting through my talk at this trade show. You must be quite busy, and it's towards the end of the day. But let us build your AI strategy for you. We can have a conversation, tell you what products we have, adapt the products to your need. But at the end, we are here to enable you to focus on your core business and let us do the AI for you with our products. Thank you so